Carol Harris was restless. She kept waking up during the night, turning one way then the other. Alec lay asleep beside her, breathing deeply and snoring from time to time. She turned towards his back and looked him up and down. How lucky she was to find a man that was genuine and loving. Her mind turned to Greg. She believed that he had nothing to do with Cleo's predicament, but how much was he hiding from them, and what exactly was he hiding? Alec stirred.
Alec?
You all right, love?
Bit restless. Thinking about things.
Things?
Greg.
Look, Carol, I'm sorry I haven't put much mind to us telling him the truth, but...
No, it's not that. It's this Cleo business. The whole thing is worrying me to death.
Alec put his arm around her and kissed her on the cheek.
The evening paper said the mother of the abandoned babe had been found in a basement in Carthampton. I believe Greg without any doubt that he is not the father of that child. The fact that he's friendly with her bothers me.
Well, the police are going to ask him some awkward questions, you know, love. Carol told him that they already had.
But there'll be more to come, Alec.
Cleo was feeling much better. The police had been to see her. The obvious questions were asked. Who was the father? What was her friendship with Greg? She'd told them that Greg was just a friend who'd shown her kindness. They'd met at a nightclub in Carthampton town centre, and she'd lied about her age. They'd also told her that her baby was doing well in the maternity unit, but she'd refused to see him. Greg visited her in the afternoon. It was his second day back at the Polytechnic, and he'd managed to bunk off for an hour. So how was it? Cleo ignored him at first. She just stared across to the bed opposite her in the ward. You're looking much better. You'll be discharged sometime soon, I expect. He looked around the ward. Visitors sat at other beds. There was a mixture of older and younger women, some in bed, some sat in chairs next to their beds. He returned his gaze to the young girl in the bed he was sitting next to. Did you do as I suggested? Cleo, did you tell them the truth?
Go away, Greg. Leave me alone.
He shouldn't be allowed to get away with it. I don't care who he is.
I wish I'd never told you about it, Greg.
It was the truth, wasn't it? All that you told me, I mean. She nodded, but didn't reply. All she could think was that her life was now in a terrible mess. The whole village had been talking about the baby. Of course, the boar's head had been buzzing for days. David Embling hadn't allowed the gossip to keep him away from the pub, but was relieved to find Bill Barrett and Di Owen sat at a table in the bar talking about something quite different.
You see, Bill, what worries me and Gareth is what happens if your son Brian comes back from Canada. If they do come back, 'twon't be for a while yet, so don't fret yourself, Di. We rent Acrebury Green Farm from you, and that is his inheritance. Well, yes, that's quite right, but there's no saying that if he does come home he'll want to run it as a farm or even live there. Farming's changed so much now.
Di raised his pint of mild to his lips.
You are not kidding that farming has changed, Bill. When you retired, you did the best day's work of your life, probably. Common agricultural policy, set aside, you name it. The bureaucracy's there, whichever way you turn.
Bill nodded in agreement. David Embling came across and joined them. Is this farming talk private, or can anyone join in?
Evening, David. Common agricultural policy, David Bach.
Oh, don't. Drives me round the bend. Still makes a change from talking about babies and underage mothers. That's all we to get at home these days. If we were younger, Gwen would be pushing for us to adopt that little un. Mind you, her wants to visit the girl in hospital. No, that ain't a very good idea, David. Tell your Gwen to put it right out of her mind. Don't get involved. I've already told her that, but her's obstinate, Bill. Here, hark at us. We're on the subject straight away. For Pete's sake, let's get on to another topic. Now, about the Common Agricultural Policy. The doorbell rang at the bakery flat. Brenda Cook was putting the finishing touches to a foot-tall statue of a young man. She wiped her hands, then went to the door.
Barry, how lovely. Come on in.
Thanks. I hope you don't mind me popping round like this, only I've got some good news for you, and I wanted you to be first to know. He handed her the bottle of wine which he'd been hiding behind his back.
For me? Thank you, but why?
A little offering of thanks, not just for giving me a brilliant interview yesterday, but for putting next door flat idea into me head.
Did you get in touch with the agents?
Ah, yeah, well, that's why I'm here. I move in next month. Brenda gasped with delight.
Brilliant! Barry, come here and let me hug you.
He did. So howdy, neighbour.
I'll pop the cork. This calls for a celebration.
She went over to her sink unit and searched the drawer for a corkscrew.
How did your landlord take to the news?
Well, I think he's trying it on a bit, because he's trying to squeeze another extra month's rent out of me before I go.
Can he do that?
I'm not sure. Brenda returned to him with the corkscrew and he opened the bottle. She picked up the same 2 mugs they'd had their coffee in the day before. Hers had a caricature of Neil Kinnock on the side, and his a caricature of Lady Thatcher. After drinking, arms entwined, Barry noticed the statue that Brenda had been working on. Hey, that's good. Have you just finished it?
Well, yes.
I wish I could do that. Hey, it's familiar, is this? Here, it's me, isn't it? You've done a clay statue of me. Greg Harris wasn't sure if he was doing the correct thing. He'd taken the bus to Market Langford and found the address that Cleo had inadvertently given him on a previous occasion. It was an estate of modern, classy houses, not what he'd expected at all. Number 5 was the house in the corner. He headed for it. After hesitating for a moment, he then rang the doorbell. The door opened. The inside of the house looked immaculate. A tall, dark man of about 46 stood in the doorway. I don't know if you've heard of me, Mr. Petty. I'm Greg Harris. I'm a friend of Cleo's. Can I come in, please? What for? Don't you want to know where she is and that she's safe? Not particularly. But you're her father, for goodness sake. Do me and yourself a big favour, Sonny. Go away and never come back here again. Ever. Do you hear me?